My new series is actually one book that was broken into two, Her Mother's Hope and Her Daughter's Dream. The second book will be coming out in September. This series is very special to me because it started with a question about my grandmother and my mother and why they were estranged at the end of my grandmother's life. So I was using journals from my mom and going through letters from my grandmother, trying to piece together what actually happened. And I believe that they really loved each other at the end. But sometimes we don't know the backstories of our parents or even our children of what's going on, and we need to share those things. This was very different for me because it started out when I was doing the first rendition of the story that I was too close to the people and writing too much about, almost like a biography, and I needed to back off and realize that I needed to write a fictional story so that I could work on the characters more. And it was different from working on the lineage of grace because those are about real people from the Bible and having to stick very, very close to Scripture. Or different from the Mark of the Lion trilogy, which was also historical fiction, but very different from what I was doing and focusing on the ancient times rather than different generations and the way they look at their faith and how they share their faith. One of the things that I learned, and I hope that the readers will learn too, is that we very often don't know the backstories of our family members. And I'm hoping that people will be willing to share their stories with one another, really talk, and even examine what patterns we may pass down in our families that may be unhealthy and that we need to let go of, and other patterns that we need to reinforce. Her Mother's Hope is about Marta, and Hildemara focuses entirely on her. The second book, Her Daughter's Dream, focuses on Carolyn and Mayflower Dawn, but it also brings in a lot of Hildemara's story and also touches on Marta and brings things to I don't want to tell you the end.